This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
And we got one more for you here. Is this Denny's or animal? This is an alpaca's mating call.
Oh, wow. Very topical.
Alpaca's mating call. We have alpacas in the news?
I believe
Not alpaca. Because his mating call is hot. I don't know if y'all ever. I mean,
got me to buy 5 cars.
He gets down, y'all.
Yeah.
Soak it in.
I don't know here. What do you think, Marisol? Is that Denny's or animal, if you had to guess?
That is Denny's.
Is that Denny's?
Are you sure?
Huh.
That is me.
A little blah, 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 on the back end.
That's what they sound like.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
What's up? Good morning. Welcome to the Wednesday KVJ show. How the heck is everybody doing today? Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing today?
I mean, I am just drinking you in. You're looking like an Abercrombie model.
A what?
What?
Abercrombie?
That's not it.
I like girls who like Abercrombie.
No, that's not it.
How do you say it?
Abercrombie?
You look like an Abercrombie model.
What?
What? There goes that endorsement.
I just can't say it. What?
Abercrombie.
No.
No.
All right, let's move on.
Abercrombie.
Abracadabra Crombie.
Let's
Yes,
move
it's
on.
the new magic line that they have.
Poof. Make your pants disappear.
College kids wearing capes. It's very popular today. Yeah,
It's so
some top
expensive,
hats.
and poof, make your money disappear.
I'm not going to
That's it.
lie. I didn't sleep well last night.
You didn't?
It's going to be
Okay,
a long
it's
show for you,
It's going to be
Ralston.
tough.
Are you wearing
Okay.
a camo jacket and a camo hat?
And
camo shorts?
It's hunting season.
Yeah, and a
But
Camelli's pizza.
never go
He's
hunting?
hunting for pizza. He wants to sneak up on it.
You need to hunt for a pronunciation guide.
All right, don't be so mean.
I know.
Ralston keeps it fun.
Right.
You're just mean.
I know. She takes it south very
Yeah,
quick.
she wants
We're
you-
just having a good old time.
Yeah, laughing about my
having a good
my
time.
flows.
I'm still having a good time.
Well, it makes it so dark, doesn't it?
She really does.
Jeez, wow. Well, here you go. It is Wednesday, a little bit chilly outside. Boy, trying to gravitate everything over, with the time switch, and it's getting dark so much earlier, and it's just gotten cold all of a sudden here in South Florida. It is tough readjusting, and whoever is running the building hasn't readjusted the thermostat. Because at 5:30 a.m., an Arctic wave of AC hits my office. Then he's walking there, he's like, oh, it's freezing cold in there. It's unbelievable. We got to get everything caught up here. It'd be like, it's not August anymore. We don't need to crank on the Arctic air. They're freezing me out of my office.
But it's really, really hot in here today. I know I have a coat on, but it's extra.
Yes,
There's a heat.
I'm going from 53 degrees to 83 in the matter of walking down a hall. My skin can't handle it.
Can you feel that, Virginia? There's like almost a heat radiating off either the board or...
Yeah, because that equipment runs hot over there. So
Yes.
especially if you sit in that corner area or even by where Kevin is, that equipment is like a furnace.
That
Yeah.
can't be good for our bodies. I can feel the heat.
Yes, no. Even if I wanted to, there's no chance I'm having any more children.
Yeah, no, it's frying your nards, your legs, your feet. You're going to have
There goes
leg
This
cancer.
equipment has completely made me sterile.
There goes my kids. I mean, I'm
no,
done.
No kids. That's it. Yeah, we're done. So there
You
we
can
are.
both of you can borrow my kids anytime.
Nah, we're good. I've got plenty. I already have 3 last time I counted.
Yeah,
So
you're good.
I'm fine. We're all good.
Could you really afford any more?
No, I can't. Mm-mm. No. So actually, this equipment's doing me
Thank
a favor.
you.
Yes.
Saving you on a Vasek.
Thank you very much. If you would like to tune in and see the KVJ show, we are on YouTube right now. Just go and look for the KVJ show and you can watch. It is KVJ TV right now on your flat screens and mobile devices.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, looks like Jennifer Lopez has a new gig. She is the new face of Coach. She announced the new campaign on her Instagram yesterday. I wonder what that pays. I mean, you're probably talking about, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Probably, yeah.
To be the face of Coach. And all you have to do is like be in the print ads and take pictures holding Coach purses and wearing Coach shoes. Like, I would do that for free.
That's got to be tough because she's Jenny from the block. She's just a regular girl.
She's definitely
is.
not a regular
She's so normal.
girl. She's actually aging backwards, which is pretty fantastic.
She looks amazing. I don't like A-Rod, but they make a beautiful couple.
You're right. Amelia Clark went on that podcast that I like. That Dax Shepard does a podcast called Armchair Expert, and he's really won me over with his one on Edward Norton. But Amelia Clark from Game of Thrones just did one. I started listening to it yesterday. It is really good. She, first of all, her accent is adorable.
She's pretty cool to listen to.
She's super smart. I love to hear her talk. And she opened up a little bit about what it was like to be nude on Game of Thrones.
Now things are very, very, very different, and I'm a lot more savvy about what I'm comfortable with and what
This is sped up.
She doing helium?
No, this is sped up.
Denny's, don't look at me. Look, I'm just the guy
Who
that
hit
edits.
time and a half on the podcast?
I'm just the guy that edits it. I don't know what Denny's did to it. I'm blaming Denny's.
That's sped up.
Well, all right. Let's just roll with it.
Well, it takes away all the charm of her voice.
I don't
the
know.
cutest thing about it is her voice.
I think it's great. I just am seeing her on the set of Wizard of Oz.
I say let it roll. I find this very endearing.
Amelia Clark now in the Lollipop Guild, and I believe she's talking about doing nudity here. So,
Creepy.
which, yeah, that would really add a twist to this.
Maybe there's something wrong with our equipment. I don't know. It did not sound like that earlier.
I'm blaming you. Operator
That's fine,
error.
but it didn't sound like that earlier, man.
I'm okay with doing. Like, I've had fights on set
Okay.
before where I'm like,
Yeah.
she stays up, and they're like, you don't want to disappoint your Game of Thrones fans, and I'm like, no. I feel like I've seen enough now to know what is actually needed.
It does feel like this was faster, though, to start.
Now things are
Yeah.
very, very, very different, and I'm
No, it's
No.
just the
It's
equipment.
the equipment.
It was the equipment.
So do you want to apologize to Nikki?
No.
Ah.
No, you're just gonna blame me.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I thought it was you. It wasn't.
That does not bode well for earlier.
No, but you know what? I walked in here and everything was going too well. So
You're right.
I'm happy to see that things are settling into normalcy.
Ariana Grande did something cute. We told you yesterday about how she had to cancel some shows in Kentucky because she was sick from a sinus infection. After the show was scrapped, I guess there was still a big group of people that went to the arena and they showed up there. And so when they went to an lunch restaurant, I guess Ariana Grande paid their bill for their lunch.
How about
Aw,
that?
That was nice of her.
How about that?
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Okie-dokie.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Well, I was running late this morning because I got a very frantic phone call from my little sister. Me and her are kind of on the same schedule. She works really early with her job, and it's about 4:45, and she's texting me and calling me. I look at my phone, like 7 missed phone calls.
Oh, Lord.
She was walking her dog outside, and this guy in a car was following her, creeping on her, shining a light on her.
What?
All in our area. He kept on doing a U-turn. She would make a left and cut into her the area where she lived at. The car would make an erratic U-turn and was trolling and looking for it. And at one point was flashing a light on her, and she had to get away from him. And she said he must have come around 4 or 5 times off of Shiloh Drive, I believe it's called. Is that it, Shiloh Drive, Kev?
So
There's
what's
a
your
Shiloh
sister's
there, yeah.
address?
It is 129. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm doing that because she's got a description of the car, Toyota Camry, gray. She said the dude was in his early 20s, looked chubby, white guy, and was absolutely a creeper. We were talking yesterday about creepy stares and all that. This would be one of those ones where you know something is up.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was literally trolling for somebody. I mean, she felt so uncomfortable. She hid, And then she watched his car do like 3 U-turns, and then she walked by the dumpster. He came by again and pulled right up next to her, again flashed the light. She walked really quickly away from him. She watched his car again, looking for her. So there's somebody out there trolling right now.
Weird.
And this is about,
Yeah.
I'd say, hour 15 ago.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, white dude, chubby, blondish hair, Camry, gray car. Just be careful.
Well, now he's mad because you keep calling him chubby on the radio.
She kept on saying chubby, too. So
We want to drive that point home. The man is, well, he's actually fat. He's a fat man.
He's a tub of goo.
He's
Just
a
to let
fat,
you
creepy
know,
man.
He's disgusting.
he does not have
Yes.
2. He has 3 necks.
Yes. We
So
want to make sure we
big.
drive that point home.
I don't know how they put him in a Camry.
The guy's actually really gross.
He was kind of like a sardine in a can.
Yes.
He was really tight in that
All
car.
right. So let's make sure we.
But I'm wondering if anyone's listening in the West Palm Beach area. Did they see this cat doing some weird things? My sister could not have been the only person he was trolling.
There's probably only about 400 weird people out right now.
Yeah,
right.
in your neighborhood?
And probably 2/3 of them are fat.
You've narrowed down nothing.
Yes.
Are most creepy people chubby?
I don't even know. I'm just making stuff up as I go. I don't know.
I hope my assailant is chubby because I can outrun him.
Yes, you're hoping for
I
that.
want the chubbiest
Yes.
guy to come after me.
People say, why don't you call 911? And I get that, but when someone's all of a sudden gone, I don't know. There's really nothing you can do. We've called 911 before on these same kind of situations. There's literally nothing they can. They write it down, and then you never hear of anything ever again.
Until he murders.
Until he murders.
Did your sister call the cops at all?
She called the precinct of Jason Lee Pennington.
Okay, so she calls
So
Jaybird
no.
and not the cops. So
If I'm having a crisis, you're the last guy I'm calling.
Oh, right. Can you not be so mean before the 7 o'clock hour?
I'm sorry. What, just save it for the 7?
No, but it is weird, though, because my family does that. Something horrific will happen, and they call me like I'm going to do something.
You're the guy?
Maybe they think I'm on the radio, I can get something done. Guys, I can't get anything done.
oh boy. Okay.
You're right. Someone says they can patrol the area. She was literally running late for work. She didn't want to deal with it. I get it. There's been times where I've had some people come to my house and the cops should have been called. Sometimes you don't want to get the fuzz involved.
That's Denny's.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's never calling the cops.
He could have
Yeah.
a murderer with a butcher knife. He's not calling the cops.
He could have a bullet in his neck. He's driving himself to the hospital.
I have seen it. He will not call the cops.
Virginia, what you got on your mind here today?
I'm getting near the end of my sanity level with something that's been really irking me.
Oh no.
So
Virginia's going to lose her mind and we have to sit here and watch it.
I am going to lose my mind pretty soon. It's
Okay.
coming. My husband sees it like ready to boil over, and I kind of have him involved in trying to fix it, but it's not his fault, but I'm still yelling at him.
It's not his fault. He's getting the hurricane of Virginia.
Yes.
Gosh, that poor SOB.
So in September, we realized we had a roof leak. And it was right around the same time that Hurricane Dorian was heading right for us. So Panda tells me he's got a friend that has a roofing company. And I'm like, perfect. We need a roofer. It's always better to go with somebody you know. This is a guy that he knew from high school, whatever. So we call the guy up and we get the process started. He comes out and tarps the roof right before the hurricane. Thank goodness. So in case the hurricane did hit, I wouldn't have any extraneous flooding on top of the flooding already coming in. But the tarp has been on my roof since September. Now, my HOA changed the tiles we could have on the roof in October, which is good. So now I can get these white barrel tiles. But I keep calling him, and he keeps telling me, the roofer does, that these tiles are on back order and I might not get them for months and months and months. Is that true? Are tiles on back order for months and months and months?
This seems like a lie of some sort.
Well, it seems a little fishy because at first I called him and I was like, hey, did you order the tiles? And he's like, yeah, I ordered them. And I'm like, well, which ones did you order? And so he said he ordered these one tiles, but that was the wrong tiles. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I've ordered the other ones. And I was just like, no, you haven't.
There's a lot of people who have problems with contractors. You know, I've even talking to a place, and this guy got into the business because he used to do stuff with contractors, and they were so unreliable and so untrustworthy that he started his own, business to try to give people a better experience.
How long does it take to get white barrel tiles? Is this some big project? I mean, the way they're making it sound like is like the tiles are being made overseas and have to be shipped here, and it's months and months. Meanwhile, I already paid half the money up front, and I've got a tarp going into the holidays when I'm going to have all kinds of company coming over. I don't want a tarp on my roof for the holidays.
A little turkey tarp. If you have fun with it, you could turn this into a positive.
No, I'm done being positive. This is a tarp since September. I'm now getting really, really upset.
Okay, we can turn this really negative. Let's do it. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just curious because I don't know anything about roofing. Less than nothing. Is this normal? Do you have to wait months and months and months for white barrel tile?
All I know is right before we sold our house in Palm Beach Gardens, we found out we had a major roofing issue. I forget what it was, and it shut everything down. The process was slow, grueling, and expensive. For some reason, roofs are... when your roof is broken, you're done. It sucks.
It's just not fair.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's like...
Because I look all ghetto. Already everybody in my neighborhood thinks I'm like the black sheep of the neighborhood.
You are.
And now I've got this
no doubt you
ghetto tarp that's been on since September.
You are the weird
all
one.
your neighbors hate you.
Yeah, they do. It's not because of the tarp, though.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just because
the
of...
tarp is compounding the other hate.
Oh, no, the tarp is going to be fodder to talk trash about you, but the hate's already there.
This one neighbor came up to me on Halloween. This snooty neighbor came up to me on Halloween and goes, "Oh, I heard you're selling your house and you're already under contract. We're so sorry to see you go," with a smile on her face.
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, not going anywhere. Did not sell the
How
house."
did she find out? Does she hate listen?
Oh, I'm sure. There's also other people in the neighborhood that love to talk. They got nothing but free time.
You are one of them.
So they hope that I'm moving, but I'm not. Tarp is staying.
Oh, you can't get rid of this witch. Don't they know they're dealing with a witch?
They don't.
I just wanted to give you guys an update. A couple of weeks ago, I came in here and I was like, man, I had a really great time going down to the opening of Clematis Street, downtown West Palm Beach. Beautiful. The renovations that they did for it. Very excited. I always pull for West Palm. That's my hometown. And so I always love to see that area thriving. And it's been under construction for a little while. It's been tough on the area businesses down there. I got a lot of friends that have some businesses down there. So I was excited to see that. My wife and I had a lovely time. Brand new restaurant. Went to our car. We had a parking ticket. I'm like, wait, what? Looked at the app and we still had 9 minutes left on the app for the parking. I'm like, how do you get a ticket when you got 9 minutes left? Looked like they'd put down the wrong license plate number.
Well, they did.
They did. And then I looked on the back of the ticket, and it was something about, okay, show up at the office, you get a form, then you take it and you mail. I'm like, oh, my goodness. So we contested it. My wife delved into it. A couple things to note. One, you only have 7 days, too, to contest it. So there is a time limit on it, so you got to get right on it. You can't put it down and be like, oh, I'll get to it when I get time. Get on it.
But if the plate's wrong, then it's not your ticket, right?
Well, they go with the VIN number, too. So it will default to the VIN if they don't get the payment. So, yeah, you'll still be on the hook.
How annoying.
It was annoying. My wife wound up finding a number. She called. She sent an email presenting the evidence, showing, because we had a photo with the app, with the time, with everything, and said, hey, look, we don't know why you guys gave us a ticket because we still had 9 minutes left.
But thanks for ruining our night.
It just, you gave us, a hurdle we had to jump through, and they, forgave the ticket, I guess. We're like, oh, yeah. Okay.
Did they apologize?
I don't know if they did. I think they were just like, okay, yeah, we'll take that off.
We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
No, there's no
I don't
apology.
know.
It's so cold with tickets.
I don't know how it was, dealt with, but
it's done.
It is done. And so just to let people know that there is a number, there is a process. So if you do wind up, because so many people, when I posted that, I think I counted about 9 people said, yeah, I still had time on my app and I got a ticket. And so just what we did a screenshot with, the ticket was on the windshield. I documented everything and said, look, here's the timestamp. Here's everything going on here. Here's what you did.
So if this happens to you, make sure you do the same thing Kevin did. Document everything. And then call that number and send an email and take 45 minutes out of your already busy day to take care of something that's
stupid.
stupid.
Do it within 7 days.
Don't wait till 8.
Yep. Nope. Or you're going to be stuck with that bill.
Ay.
And again, just a note to municipalities, and maybe it's not just West Palm Beach, but come up with a better system. Again, like I said, you go to Google and they've got that thing where if you even take a photo of a sign, it'll translate a sign for you.
It'll
Have you ever
tell
seen
you
that?
what the numbers and letters are.
Yes. So
you leave the operator error out of it.
get that feature on your app where they just take a screenshot of the license plate so that them entering a wrong digit isn't going to get you a ticket that you then have to deal with. Don't put the burden on the people trying to spend money in that area to help out local businesses. Make it convenient, make it lovely, because when they have to deal with hurdles and hassles, they'll find a different place to go take their money.
This ticket really did a number on you. It almost changed you as a man. I like it.
It dissuaded me from going downtown. I've always, had that issue where the parking is inconvenient, and there are a lot of places that I love, but parking is a big part of it, and these areas need to recognize that, and they need to make it as easy as possible. Don't have that be the place where you're going to nickel and dime somebody and you're going to try to take advantage of people who are going to spend their money there. Make it convenient and easy.
Because you're only hurting your own downtown merchants.
Right, yeah.
You're hurting the people that you're supposed to be serving.
Yep.
This is your Aaron Brockovich moment. This is your time.
This
is your time.
This is my thing.
And Virginia had her moment when she wanted to get a pool at her place. Boy, oh boy.
Aaron Brockovich, I am not.
I mean, it was going so good.
It went awful.
Yeah.
There's so many people I want to sue, but I'm too busy. I'm too busy to sue people.
You're too busy getting
That's
sued
such
from other
a problem.
people.
Yes. I'm too busy getting sued to sue anyone.
I don't have time.
I've had that problem before.
I don't have retainer money.
Yes, that's so tough. Something else that Virginia doesn't have time for, doing her daughter's homework. It's not easy.
I saw what you sent us. My gosh.
What is that?
What is that?
the question even? Mags gave me her algebra homework, and right there, I mean, she should have known better. But she was like, Mom, I'm not trying to give you math, which she knows better.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to ask you if you can figure out what the question is here. And I just stared at it. I read it like 10 times. I'm like, Mags, I don't know.
Yeah, that's when math is it turns awful. Whatever that was, I don't know if that was math. Was that math or was that English with a twist? What was that?
That was from her algebra.
That's a terror. Oh, God. She's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when the math problems really started for the bird.
I can't help you, kid.
Yeah, when you can't even identify what is the
question.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what they're asking, much less what the answer is.
Is it main algebra or is it pre-algebra?
No.
You don't know if she's in algebra or pre?
She's in main algebra.
Oh, gosh, man. I had to wait till my sophomore year for that.
You did, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what we love to do. Bring us your homework problems. And if we can't solve it, we'll hook you up with a nice little prize here.
Oh, I love that. So you are definitely getting a prize.
Prizes for everyone.
Yeah, you got to stump all of us. And it's 6th grade and younger because, yes, there is a lot of stuff. When you start getting into junior high and high school, there's zero chance we could answer any of it.
The level that Mags, that's not even funny to talk about. I don't think anyone's going to even get that.
I still am like, what?
Give us some relatively, at least simple to understand questions that we could, easily regurgitate here on the radio.
Like Johnny was driving down the street and he had 9 apples.
That's
and
a bad example.
3 cars.
Yeah, that's too complex. Yeah. We don't need anything that's super long. Yeah. Something that's relatively short. And if you can stump the KVJ show, we will hook you up with tickets to go check out Florida Atlantic University football. They're going to be taking on Southern Miss. Good home game. Final home game of the season. Block party. Everything else going to be going on. You get a free pair of tickets to the football game. 877-979-WRMF. Kids, call us up. Try to stump us with your homework. 6th grade and under right now. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ show.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Thanks to the good people for reaching out here. Got a couple things going on that you might need to know, Virginia. One person texted in and said, does Virginia know that if the HOA receives multiple complaints on her property as a nuisance, the HOA can post a nuisance sign in her yard and file paperwork to take the property and evict her? I've seen it done more than once. Had to serve the papers a couple of times.
You better watch your step, mama.
Is my tarp a nuisance?
You are.
Yes.
Prove it.
It's more you than
It's definitely more you than a tarp.
Yeah. And also, you're talking about your daughter Magnolia's homework that you were struggling to figure out. We are going to post that up on our social media and see if anybody can help you with the answer. So maybe that's what it is. Luckily, you have a radio show, Virginia, so whenever you struggle with your daughter's homework.
Or life.
Yeah.
I want to see this problem.
I emailed it to Kevin.
I looked at it and I can't find my email.
It's a graph and all that, so it doesn't necessarily work on the radio, but you can go and check out on the social media to try to answer.
Oh, okay. Like so you put it up.
Yep.
I see it.
It's on the KVJ Show Facebook page.
I see it.
Okay.
There you go. So it's right there. If you want to go take a crack at Virginia's daughter's homework, you can.
You're going to get somebody that's going to break it down in the Facebook comment section, and they're going to make you feel so dumb of why you couldn't figure it out.
That's fine. You know, it won't be the first time or the last time I feel dumb today.
Yeah, and if any kids have homework problems, you can send them to us. Not that we're going to be able to solve them, but when you stump us, you can get some tickets. Go check out the FAU Fight Nows.
So every kid wins.
Basically, yes. 877-979-9763. You can call us right now to do that. Somebody also texted and said, Virginia, if you think that freshman algebra is bad, just wait for Algebra 2 and imaginary numbers.
If you even get to that, man, Algebra 2 was the holy grail of math. People just talked about it in the hallways.
Yeah. They do all kinds of different stuff. My son had math classes that I don't even remember the names of them.
I see a tutor in our future.
I remember I took geometry for 3 days, and the first lesson was, okay, if you've got 3 things and there's one thing in that 3, you have a 33% of something. I got that. I understand geometry. And then they introduced Klogman's Law. I'm like, what the hell is
Who the hell is Klogman?
Like,
I don't know, but I want him around my toilet.
He definitely should be a plumber.
Klogman's Law.
Yeah, trust me, we got a law about clogging in my house.
I mean, I don't know if that's the right name. It was something like that.
And yesterday we were talking about Governor Ron DeSantis here in the state of Florida, the big increase that was going to be coming towards teachers. And we said, it's about time. Teachers deserve more pay. Well, Jen had sent us an email. She said, I wanted to clarify what you're talking about as far as teachers' pay. Yes, the governor is putting $6 million into teacher pay, but unfortunately, veteran teachers like myself and many others won't be seeing that money. That is for an increase in pay for brand new teachers with zero experience. He has not proposed any raises for teachers with experience. It is important that the public has the details because while his plan makes a good headline, the details do nothing for those of us that continue to put blood, sweat, tears, and years into teaching.
It's a great point.
Yeah. All that bluster about the year of the teacher, and the governor finally unveils his comprehensive education funding initiatives for next year, and there's only a whopping $50 per student increase that is going on. That increase will undoubtedly keep Florida in the bottom 10 states in per student funding in the nation. Thanks for reading and supporting teachers always. Love you guys, Jen. So that was her note.
That stinks because it does grab the headline. If you're not really reading the details, you think, oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Well, they need them. I mean, new teachers going into the game, they're not making much at all. So they need to increase that as well.
That's what the governor's plan is about. For new teachers with zero experience coming in, they're going to pay them more money. But the ones that have been around for a while, not, apparently, according to Jen's email she sent us. Our celebrity's having a birthday today. Gotta say happy birthday to Bo Derek. She was 10 once upon a time. Now she's 63. And also Joe Biden. Maybe the next president. Who knows? He's giving it a shot. He's 77 today. Also got to say happy 33rd birthday to Katie from your husband, Derek. Also got a little birthday love for John Pulverenti. He's turning 29 today. That is from Shelby. Also a birthday shout out goes to Manny. Happy 34th from Candy, Veronica, Ariella, and Granny Moo. Also, Karizabeth, happy birthday. It's your 14th from Mom, Dad, your 2 brothers, Dominic and Dorian. Also, we got a 5th birthday going out to Elena from Mommy, Daddy, Maya, and Zoe. And apparently, they're going to be celebrating at Chuck E. Cheese on Sunday.
Let me know about that pizza. Virginia's claiming it's great pizza.
I loved it.
Also, happy birthday to Amber, the most amazing woman in the world. Love, Cat. We got a 16th birthday to Jake Payne from his biggest fan, Mom. So, I got to meet you at I Heart Mac and Cheese, Jay-Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get that photo. Yeah, just
I know that dude.
on Saturday.
Power moves.
He was no big deal. He was in the dog vlog.
Okay. And a shout out to our little man Tyler, who's turning 5 today from Daddy, Mommy, and Parker. Thank you for the birthday request. Got one you want to get in. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. It's kind of a cool story that was coming out. If you are not aware, got a big movie this weekend that is going to be opening up. Tom Hanks. When does he ever do a bad movie? It's not often.
Joe versus the volcano.
You got to go way back.
You do.
Normally, he puts out pretty good stuff.
The one he did with Julia Roberts wasn't that great either. When they
Yeah.
were dating, she was his college professor. He goes back to
About
school.
15 years ago?
No, it was a little earlier than that because I was on the show.
Okay.
Probably 12 years ago.
Okay. Well, the one that he's doing coming up this weekend, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, he's playing Mr. Rogers. If you're a little bit older, you probably remember Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Do they still run that on PBS?
They run it. There's places you can get it. Mr. Rogers is still popular.
Okay. A lot of us grew up with that show and loved Mr. Rogers. And Ancestry.com found out that Tom Hanks is actually Fred Rogers' sixth cousin.
All those Ancestry.coms is making people realize they're related to somebody.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Got a little factoid. Actually, Tom didn't even know the connection until Access Hollywood told him. He's like, really? How cool is that?
We found out because my dad did it. We found out that Billy the Kid is not related to us like we thought.
You've been told a lie your whole life.
My entire life, they always said, yeah, man, the Penningtons are related to Billy the Kid.
This is actually revealing so many family lies. Lineage,
It
people
is.
you weren't related to that you said you would.
Yeah.
You could say all kind of stuff and nobody could ever call you out, but now they can.
Kind of amazing. All of our grandparents lied.
So fun little factoid there with Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers. I've got some other factoids for you in a Mr. Rogers fact or fiction. Like this, what do you think? Fact or fiction? Mr. Rogers actually started out his life as a bully, but he turned it around when one of his victims that he hit with a rock was hospitalized.
Oh, no.
What do you think? Fact or fiction?
It's time to gain some knowledge. You learn more here than you would in college. We're the smartest radio station. We are the leaders in education. Is it truth? Is it lies? Kevin's the host. He's got beady eyes. Fact or fiction?
Well, here we're going to learn a little bit about Mr. Rogers. I got some Mr. Rogers fact or fiction for you. Let's see how you guys can do with this as we find out a little bit more about Fred Rogers before this movie comes out this weekend. What do you think, Virginia? Fact or fiction? Mr. Rogers actually started out life as a bully, but turned around when one of his victims that he hit with a rock was hospitalized.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that Mr. Rogers fact or fiction?
I'm hoping it's fiction, so I'm going to say fiction.
That's such Kevin trickery.
Kevin trickery. I couldn't get you, Virginia. You're right.
Not Mr. Rogers.
He is so sweet.
No, not a bully, no. Mr. Rogers actually was the one who was bullied as a child because he was overweight and shy.
Aw, it makes me like him even more.
Yes. I know, right?
Relatable.
It is.
All right, Jay-Bro, what do you think? Fact or fiction here? Mr. Rogers bailed on a college degree at Dartmouth to instead get his education at Rollins College in Winter Haven, Florida.
That's a fact.
You're going to say that
With
is
confidence.
a fact with confidence? Yes. So there you go. If we got any Rollins College grads, he went to the same school Mr. Rogers did. He graduated magna cum laude there. Virginia, what do you think here about Mr. Rogers, fact or fiction? On the very first episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Fred, Mr. Rogers, noticed that he had stepped in dog poo and changed his shoes right there on camera. And it became such a hit that he started changing his shoes at the opening scene of every program afterwards. Fact or fiction?
It was dog poo?
Dog poo.
I'm going to say that's fiction.
What do you think?
I think it's fiction.
It's a great story, though.
Comedy writing
Yeah.
at its finest by Kevin Ralston.
There was that one puppet that was really creepy. They kind of had like the long wooden nose with the short hair.
Lady Elaine.
That kind of
Yes.
creeped me out as a kid.
Yeah, there were a few little creepy things going on there we'll get to in just a second here. What do you think? Fact or fiction, Jaybird? Fred's mom, Nancy, knitted all of his sweaters that you saw on the show. Is that fact or fiction?
That's a fact.
That is, yes. That is a very.
It's such a warm, just a loving. Gosh, can this guy get any more awesome and wholesome?
Nancy.
Yeah, in fact, in 1984, Mr. Rogers donated one of his iconic sweaters to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. You can go and see it there.
Would that look work? The Mr. Rogers look?
Probably not.
All right.
It worked for him. I mean, if you want to steal somebody's style, steal Kevin Ralston's style today.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think about this? A fact or fiction, Virginia? The purple panda costume on the show was being worn by Michael Keaton. Is that fact or fiction?
Whether that's fact or fiction, I just love it.
What do you think? Is that fact or fiction?
Let's go fact.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that is a fact.
Gonna go fact on that. Yeah, that is a fact.
Interesting.
That was Michael Keaton's first job. He was a stagehand on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I love it.
If you see the purple panda on the show, that was Michael Keaton in that costume.
That's amazing.
What about this? Fact or fiction, Jaybird? Mr. Rogers was an amazing guitar player and actually had a jam session with Eddie Van Halen on an episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Fact or fiction?
That, my friend, is I gotta look at his eyes because I don't know. It feels like
Oh, he's got a poker face for you.
I'm gonna go fact. I feel like he could pluck the sixth string.
The what?
What?
I feel like he could pluck the sixth string.
I think somebody plucked your string.
It's false.
That's why the buzzer is going off.
I wanted it so bad now.
It's letting you know you're wrong.
I wanted that to be real, Kevin.
I know. No, Mr. Rogers was a talented piano player, though.
Oh.
He also wrote hundreds of songs, including all of the songs on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So that piano, that is him playing that, and he wrote that.
Good for, gosh, man, it's making me love him even more.
Okay, what about this? Fact or fiction, Virginia? Final round here, Mr. Rogers, fact or fiction. Though he didn't discuss religion often, Mr. Rogers was an atheist who believed that the world's dominant religions taught intolerance. Is that fact or fiction? What do you think?
Atheist.
Don't blow it, Nikki.
I'm trying. I have a better record than you, so
I
I can stand to lose one. You can't.
think I've gotten 2 right and 1 wrong.
Those were fuzzy numbers.
They are, because I think we only go 3 times.
But we're on our 4th round.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is an extended version.
is.
Okay, I thought something new was going on.
I'm going to say I think he was an atheist.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No. But it's wrong.
Ah, damn. I don't know.
Come on, that guy is so pure.
Yeah, actually, Mr. Rogers was an ordained Presbyterian minister who preached tolerance.
Jeez.
That was his platform.
How do you get that one wrong?
Really, honestly, if you wanted to do a wholesome resume, I don't know if you stacked Mr. Rogers against anybody.
He's edgeless.
I'm like, yeah, we really should get that together and put together, let's get Gandhi, we can do Jesus, we can get Buddha, and Mr. Rogers, put him right in there.
The things you're saying about Mr. Rogers, I feel like he's got a cleaner record.
Yeah.
He does not seem like the kind of person that would ever have an impure thought, ever.
I agree. Feels that way. So this is an interesting final fact or fiction about Mr. Rogers here, Jaybird. What do you think? Mr. Rogers actually had a long, hard fight with PBS, who thought one of his characters, a mailman with a mustache who was named Mr. McFeely, was super creepy. What do you think? Is that fact or fiction?
Sounds like Kevin trickery. I'm not going to get duped again. That is a fiction.
That is fiction. You are correct. They actually had no problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mailman that goes around to your house. He's got a mustache, and he's called Mr. McFeely. Perfect.
There's nothing creepy about that. Oh, my God.
Kids, go play with Mr. McFeely.
Nothing wrong at all. That's right. Come on in here, Mr. McFeely. The kids are in their bedroom.
Different time.
Oh, thanks. I'll go see what's going on. I got a package to deliver
Mr.
him.
McFeely?
Okay, there you go. Now you've learned a couple things. You're all ready for the movie coming up this weekend. All right, we got some fun stuff. You know, Thanksgiving is just 8 days away. Wow. Are you all ready, Virginia? Do you have all your cooking supplies and everything ready to go?
I've started to make my list. I'm getting ready. But I'm going out of town. I'm going to see my mom this weekend. So I have to wait until I get back to start shopping.
I can do a little grocery store list for you. What do you need?
It's about 12 items deep, and I'm only halfway done.
Okay.
Okay.
I can help out. I want to be a part of your Thanksgiving.
Yes.
If I'm not in New Jersey, I'm going to be at your place.
You should come because I always make way too much food.
Okay, we'll talk about the menu and what needs to be on there.
I know what you like.
Oh, do you?
I
All
can make
right.
some custom stuff for the bird.
Okay.
I love it.
Well, Jaybird is going to kick off our Thanksgiving festivities here on the show. He saw that there was a world record set, Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty
a world
impressive.
record?
We're definitely doing this today, right? Okay, cool. I'm just getting prepared.
Yes, today. Jaybird had sent this to me. I brought this up in the email that he'd sent me yesterday. It was kind of interesting because the first thing he'd sent me in the email was he wanted me to try to help him get back on track with his diet. And he needed to have another Braveheart type speech to motivate him. And then the last idea he sent me in his email was him drinking a liter of gravy.
I know. I can't separate the show with real life. I get it. It's weird.
What do you want from Kevin?
What do I want from myself? I don't even know.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't know, Virginia. It's too much. So what we got here is Jaybird trying to see if he can match this record. It was 1 full liter of gravy, Virginia, that this guy drank through a straw in 1 minute and 12.5 seconds.
Now, I'm not good with numbers.
Where's your straw? Because the straw is crucial. You need a fatty.
Okay.
Well, yeah, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't use a coffee straw. That's not going to help.
No.
Yeah.
So, how many of these I'm not good with numbers. 3 of these?
Oh, we got more math?
More math.
How many ounces are
How
there?
many
You got
ounces in a
4?
liter? We got 12 ounces per can. We got 4 cans. Do we have enough?
Okay.
12.
We'll do the math on that.
That's a lot of There's no way that guy drank that much gravy in a minute.
It was a pretty big. He had actually kind of like a chemistry type of measuring
Don't do
instrument.
that. They're gonna fall.
That he did.
They're gonna fall, and you're gonna
Yeah.
break them, and then it's gonna be over.
He put them in one container, had his straw, dipped it right in, and then 1 minute, 12.5 seconds later, it was gone.
Okay, I think we got enough. 12 times 4.
Okay.
Virginia, go.
We'll figure out the measurements on that here in just a second.
42? What is that? Oh, it's 40 something.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
You think he's going to do it, Virginia? I mean,
don't
does
know.
Jaybird have any chance of doing this?
He certainly has the heart and the determination, but I don't know if he brought the right straws.
Well, I have a couple. I was trying to be.
You need a fatty.
Well, I'm sitting here, so I'm the fatty.
Yeah, and he's drinking gravy. He's not going to get slimmer.
I'm the fatty. I get it. I don't do things right. I don't know what to tell you.
That's pretty much it, Virginia. That's all we got.
I'm just falling on the
Welcome to
sword.
the show.
He came in here with a vase that they found back in the DJ kitchen, and
Yeah.
he's pouring the gravy into the vase, which is smart. Put everything in one
Yeah.
container. But the vase, it looks like it has gras in it from when somebody had flowers in it. There's like this moldy ring around the side of it.
That's just how he does things.
Thank you. I grind
That's just
it.
his style.
I grew up in Lake Park. You think it's the first time I've eaten mold?
Yeah. He was raised on mold, Virginia.
My
Raised on
stomach
mold.
just flipped.
Look, no one ever said this is going to be pretty. Chasing greatness isn't pretty, Dennis.
No, it's not.
By the way, I'm going to throw up so much in about 10 minutes.
Somebody told him to warm it up, so he went to go put it in our microwave, and the vase is too big.
Oh, dang.
I finally got
God
it in,
dang.
and the only problem is now it's too hot. I'm burning my fingers on it.
I mean, what else can we do wrong?
Oh, it's just fun to watch.
It's really not a we. It's all my own fault.
I know, but we're in this together.
Blood
Yeah.
in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out.
We'll give it a second here to cool. And just
Can we get an ice cube?
iced gravy. Oh, that sounds so delicious. Sir, would you like some ice for your...
Moldy gravy.
I was so mentally prepared to do this on Friday. I don't know if I ate such a big dinner last night.
We would have had Suits bit today, but but Suits is sick again. So
Oh,
And that was
Suits.
Suits, really.
poor Suits.
Get the
Blame
millenn-
Suits.
the millennial tummy. Poor kid.
So sickly. Can we actually, is there a way, could we build him an incubator in there that he sits in? Because disease, I feel like we need to construct a bubble for Suits because any kind of outside, whatever germ there is in the atmosphere, he catches.
We'll put him in like an iron lung. His head sticking out.
Is Suits okay? This is day 3.
I think this is his 84th sick day.
I think he got like a stomach bug, and then from that he got sick from it. I don't know. It's weird. I have no
Are we
clue.
sure he didn't have the flu?
You know, it sounds a lot like the flu from what he's been describing to me.
You have to go and say, swab me for the flu.
He didn't.
He did not do it right. We're not doing a lot of things right here. So
I see a pattern on this show.
yeah, there's a lot of things not going off right. As we wait for gravy to cool here.
It's cooling. It's
Blow
cooling.
your gravy.
It's cooling. Any
Trust me, he is going to blow his gravy a little later.
any techniques that you want a little Braveheart speech?
Suck.
Just drink it.
That I can do.
Yes.
This whole bit's gonna suck, by the way. And don't go on Twitter telling me I
It's a
lost my
theme.
edge. I get it.
Today's show, the theme is suck.
I'm actually on Twitter right now. Jason, you lost your edge.
Everyone tells me I lost my edge. I'm looking for it.
I want to give you a heads up. I thought this was odd that they even had to come out with this article. It is how to fly with your Thanksgiving leftovers. I was like, who's flying with Thanksgiving leftovers? I mean, really?
I
Yeah.
would do that totally.
Really? You go
Yes.
to Grandma's house and Grandma's
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is so good that you just pack your bags up full of her food?
Absolutely.
If Virginia made me her grilled cheeses and we were in a different state and you made me extra ones, I would do everything in my power to try to transport them on the plane.
I always make you extra ones.
And you know how I roll.
Yeah, they say it's like no joke, so you got to actually kind of like take this stuff down. I mean, yesterday, I don't know if you saw Daytona Beach International Airport got shut down for half a day because somebody tried to bring some lotion on board. And especially when you get near the holidays, TSA is going to be crazy strict.
That's what's so crazy. They threw out all my Mountain Dew, but they let me keep my razors. My razors was not the problem. The Mountain Dew was.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spit the Mountain Dew in the pilot's face, but the razors are cool.
The problem is it's
Yeah.
liquid,
Yep.
and that they were looking at that point for like any kind of bombs made with that liquid.
Yeah, so here's what they're saying. If you actually are one of these people that brings home Thanksgiving leftovers on a plane, it's just like,
I know you don't get it, but I do.
I don't get it. I'm
I
just
totally
like,
get
wait,
this.
what? You're going to pack up the turkey and fly home with it? Like, wait, what?
Remember, didn't we?
You should definitely carve it first.
Yes, okay.
I think you brought me pizza back from New York.
I did.
But it wasn't. It was literally 2.5 days old.
It was.
And you got that through TSA?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I check a lot of bags, so I know how to wrap it and put it in my checked bag.
So you could really wrap a pizza, check it in your bag, and you're cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of lugging a bunch of stuff through TSA and then bringing carry-ons. I've got enough drama in my life. I put everything possible in my checked bag.
Okay, yeah.
And then I go through TSA free and clear with no drama.
That's the best thing to do, and this is what they're kind of warning people against if you are bringing through Thanksgiving leftovers. They say the general rule is if you can spray it, spread it, pump it, or pour it, it should go in your checked bag. So basically any kind of liquid.
I would recommend getting restaurant-grade Tupperware. They sell it online.
Okay.
Get the stuff the restaurants buy. Don't get that flimsy Rubbermaid that you buy in the grocery store. Restaurant-grade containers, and then you wrap those in Saran wrap, and then you put that in a Ziploc bag.
I talked to my brother yesterday, and we are definitely going to the Feast of Little Italy in New York.
You're going to the Feast of San Gennaro, maybe.
Whatever Little Italy is, that's where I'm going.
In New York City?
Yes, we confirmed it. He's
Wow.
taking me there. So I want to get a bunch
big
of
deal.
leftovers.
Or
and
maybe
bring
you're
them-
just going to Little Italy.
I told him I want to go to Little Italy and get pizza. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's do this.
It's always going on.
But
It
I
doesn't
want-
need to be a feast for that to happen.
But now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to order a crap ton of food, leftovers, put them in my suitcase, and then check my bag.
You should.
Oh my gosh, this is.
You can actually have the restaurant wrap your stuff in Saran wrap, which makes it better because they know what they're doing.
Kev, I'm going to finally have my New York story. I'm so excited. This is
Yay.
great.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be good. They do do the Feast of San Gennaro September 12th. It looks like.
So you missed that one.
But I can go to Little Italy and just get some
Anytime.
lasagna.
It doesn't have to be a feast for you to go and enjoy. They block off the street, go Mulberry Street.
If anybody knows in Little Italy the best place to get New York pizza, let me know because I'm going to do it.
You should go to all of them.
I know.
There's like, in that little strip, there's got to be like 20 restaurants. You should try them all.
I'm so excited.
So they say flying with the leftovers, gravy, cranberry sauce, that cannot go in the carry-on. Mashed potatoes, though, since they're mashed up solids, you can bring them on a plane without checking them.
I can see that. They're very dense.
Yeah, and they say that also applies to stuffing, casseroles, sweet potatoes, and yams. Okay. The meat and fish are even allowed through airport security.
Which is gross.
I mean, if you're eating fish from a
So gross. All this is so gross. You can even bring whole birds and live lobsters through airport security.
Well, a live lobster is one of those emotional support animals.
Okay.
Emotional support lobster.
They say pie is fine to bring in your carry-on, but you would have to check the whipped cream topping.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Whipped cream does not travel well, by the way.
No.
Smells a lot like vomit.
And they say you can bring less than 3.4 ounces of creamy cheese in a carry-on, but hard cheeses are fine. So there you go. If you're actually flying with Thanksgiving leftovers, those are the rules.
Kevin,
you.
this actually really helps me out greatly.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to help. All right, how's the temperature of your gravy over there?
It's actually now cold. So I think I have to heat it up again. No, I'm kidding.
Do not heat it
I'm
up
ready
again.
to go, Coach.
So the video that I saw, this is a Guinness World Record video. Last year, there's a guy in Wisconsin, and he just took about 3-4 cans of liquid gravy. He poured it into a beaker, and he took a straw, plunged it in, and in 1 minute and 12.5 seconds, he drank all of it. 1 liter of gravy in that amount of time through a straw.
A minute 12.
And I don't want to be down or depressing. I don't know if I got it in me. What is considered?
You're about to get it in you.
What's impressive to you? Because there's a ton of gravy here. That's a lot of gravy in a minute.
Impressive 3/4 is impressive to me.
That I can do.
Yeah, 3/4 is impressive. Wouldn't you think, Virginia?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you-
if you set the bar low.
Well, you're
I
right.
mean,
What do you think, the whole thing?
Can't you go for actual greatness? Why do you have to go to mediocrity?
Oh no, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I've matured in knowing my talents and my skill set.
I'm old and
Yeah.
disabled.
But I was young and not good either, so I just haven't really.
Yeah.
Here's what I really need for this to go off.
Yeah.
I need a Braveheart type speech from Denny's. He needs to pump me up, man.
Well, if you want excitement and
Hype guy.
a rah-rah kind of guy, you found him.
But Kev, I need him to go 30 seconds deep.
Okay.
He's got a really Denny's. You know, a lot of people on Twitter calling me, a has-been.
Yeah.
Or never was.
I saw all the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
all one of them.
We wrote half of them.
Yeah, some of them were submitted in-house. I'm kidding.
Those are the most hurtful, by the way. The in-house tweets are the most hurtful.
They're coming from inside the building.
Yeah.
I think you got this, man. Look at that. You can tackle. You've had worse situations you've been in. Now, you didn't win those, but they have been worse.
You failed those too.
But this one is doable.
Keep going.
In the extent that I think you could get almost all of it, and it probably won't be worth how you'll feel after, but in the moment, it's going to be worth everything.
Well, there you go.
So basically,
Then I get you fired up
you're
for this.
going for something that means nothing.
I don't know if you should do it.
Denny's just talked
He basically, you boil that down, this is a complete waste of time.
You just talked me out of doing this.
You really
Great
framed
job,
yourself
Denny.
stupid this whole thing is.
But I think you got it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Bert, you need to slap my face.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
All day.
You don't have to tell her twice.
I mean, I'm jumping up quick.
Mama, you got to get me fired up.
You're really setting yourself up to win here. You get that pep talk from Denny's, now Virginia's going to beat you up. And then you're going to chug gravy?
Can I slap you on Instagram?
Yeah, but stay at the task at hand.
Yes. Virginia brings in Instagram, then it takes 5 minutes.
I know. Hey, Kev, hold on.
Sorry, I had to pull up my page.
Okay.
Slap me hard,
right.
though. Hard.
Okay,
you
get that
ready?
mic
Go,
up there. I
hard.
want to hear it.
Hard,
Let the
hard.
audience
Go,
hear it.
do it.
Okay.
3 times. Hard.
In 3,
Hard.
2, 1.
Hard.
Bring in the pain.
Harder. Hard. One more time. Oh, gosh, yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Now you're ready. Now you're ready. Okay. What was more effective, Denny's pep talk or Virginia's abuse?
Well, she poked her finger in my eyeball.
Saw that, yeah.
Sorry, it's hard to hold the camera and film and slap.
You might have to go to commercial break because my eyes watering.
All right.
I'm ready, Coach.
Okay, Jay Bird has got a whole liter of cold gravy.
You can do
Gone
it.
from hot to cold,
You
now it's starting to
can do it.
congeal.
You can do it.
All right, come on, here we go, Bird. 1 minute, 12.5 seconds. We'll see. Can you knock down 1 liter of gravy in that time? It would at least tie a Guinness World Record.
Give me,
Okay.
give me 5 seconds.
Okay.
Harness yourself. Center yourself.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready for this?
It's so dramatic.
Okay. All right. On your mark, get set, and go.
Okay, he is sucking it.
Yep.
Come on, Barb, push it. Push it.
Yep. He's going after it. He's doing short, kind of puffy sucks. That's what he's doing. He's smart, too, because he's got his straw on the surface of the gravy, which I think is a good strategy, because if you take a straw and you plunge it all the way down to the bottom,
Push it, Barb, push it.
somebody could probably even explain why in physics that just doesn't work. So right now I think his strategy is good. Now he's going for long, slow sucking is what he's doing.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
It almost seems like he's done this before.
His,
It tastes really good.
Keep
does
sucking.
it?
No talking.
He's actually enjoying this. This is delicious. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, it's
Go, go, go.
good with his lips.
Come on, Barb.
Okay, you're at 50 seconds right now. You've got 22 seconds left here
Come on, Barb. Come
to
on.
get this done. Okay, let's see if he can do this here. All right. You are now at
Go.
1 minute. There's 12.5 seconds left to try and knock down this 1 liter of gravy.
Come on, don't
Jaybird is
stop.
trying to at least tie the Guinness World Record here.
Keep going.
You are at, okay, 1, 2, and you are done right there. Okay.
You know what? Virginia was right. I needed a bigger straw.
I told you.
You are okay. You don't have to yell at me. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, you knocked down about maybe 1/8 of that liter of gravy.
I mean, that's so disappointing.
All right, I'm just gonna chug it then. I gotta give the people something. Do you think I can chug all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know
think.
you-
I think you have gone. What is the style of gravy that you've gone with? Because
It's the thickest. It's thicker than my stomach skin.
yeah, when I watched the video, the guy looked like he'd gone with a thinner gravy.
I told you to let me
Yeah.
make it.
Will you
Yeah.
stop getting
Yes.
on me? Gosh,
Okay.
I get it. I blew it.
At every turn.
All right, you ready to watch Jaybird chug that gravy and then barf everywhere?
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Is it impressive I do chug that in 30 secs?
Yeah, 30
What?
seconds. You want to chug it? Okay, you going to take it all down? I will start a timer on how long it takes you to chug the rest of it.
Gravy, man.
It is
That's a
well,
lot.
it's a liter because
many
you didn't really
calories?
knock down that much.
How many
You only
calories?
drank like 8 ounces.
Okay,
Yeah.
Virginia, I get it. The straw was wrong.
We know he failed miserably.
We get it.
But again, let me reiterate.
Tell me how much more of a failure I am. Let's go. Give her 30 seconds to tell me how much I blew it. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Just chug.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how long it takes Jaybird to do this. On your mark, get set, and go. All right, now he's just going to chug. This is more his style.
Chug it.
You know, the one thing I noticed that as he's taking this down, I'm noticing that there are chunks in that gravy.
Those aren't chunks of gravy. That's chunk of the mold from the plants that were in that vase before.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it goes.
Whoa.
All right, very nice. And that is over. And he barfed in 25 seconds, so you're trying to keep time on that. And Mount Gravy.
There she blows.
There you go. Now, how lovely is that? A gravy fountain. That would actually be nice for the Thanksgiving table.
Oh, a gravy, like whole fountain, like the chocolate fountain, but with gravy?
Yes, absolutely. Something to maybe consider. Okay, very nice. And he's going back at it. There you go. Like a dog returns to his vomit.
You're going to be sick.
Yes, you will. He's got a great looking mustache, though.
Gravy stash.
A gravy stash makes you look very distinguished. It's a delicate balance. It's almost like a dance that you do eloquently throughout the dinner, the weekend, the football, the overnight stays. When you have family in a confined quarter for an extended period of time, for a lot of families, it can be very tense.
Yes.
it's something that you really have to navigate. And then every now and then that family likes to throw in a couple cocktails on top of it. And that makes it even more difficult to navigate.
Wine goes so good with the turkey.
It does. It does. It just doesn't go often very well with the table discussion that follows up along with the turkey.
Wine goes great with the truth.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh, please. I don't want to be any more of a distraction.
This ain't the first time he's barfed on the show.
Yeah, come on.
Not going to be the last either.
This is an old hat, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
So we're asking the question on the KVJ Show Facebook page. What is the topic that would ruin Thanksgiving around your house? And maybe for a lot of people, the number one answer is politics. You know,
Sure.
that goes without saying. You know, somebody hit up on our Facebook page saying, yeah, listening to Russian collusion last year. Most likely it's Ukrainian collusion going on this year. So that gets everybody fighting in the family.
That happened to me in Orlando. I was in that movie theater you guys have seen in the blog, and I was sitting in the middle of two girls, and one was a Trump supporter and the other one was not. And they both start fighting, and I'm in the middle. I'm like, I'm going to get a drink.
Get me out of here. Yeah. I'm just trying to mac on both of you. What's going on here?
Right.
This sucks. You girls need to stop fighting and get together on talking to me.
Gilberto said the really tense subject that would ruin Thanksgiving for us is, did Jeffrey Epstein really hang himself? That apparently is a big debate tied in with conspiracy and everything else that goes along with it.
Do you keep seeing those memes everywhere where you're reading something, you're like, oh, that's interesting, and then the final line is, and Jerry Epstein does not kill himself.
It's not Jerry.
Jeremy?
I don't know. Jerry Epstein may have killed himself.
Jeremy?
But I don't think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
Oh, Jeffrey.
It's pretty funny. I love those memes.
Yes. And if you did not hear, the two correctional officers that were responsible for guarding him the night that he killed himself, they've been charged with falsifying prison records.
And they've both pled not guilty, and they've both been released on $100,000 bail. But there's a bigger conspiracy going on here, guys. I do believe there's a bigger conspiracy here.
FBI and the Justice Department are looking into it, so we'll see what winds up happening. They've been placed on administrative leave, too.
Who bailed him out? $100,000 seems like a lot for a prison guard to come up with.
Right, Virginia? Dig deep.
Even 10% of that would be $10,000. Still, do you have $10,000 laying around? I know I don't.
Yeah.
You're getting really good at math. You are. You're getting good at math.
I'm not.
She's getting better.
I'm really not. Ask my daughter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, some of the other things people were saying that they should not bring up at Thanksgiving because it would be ruined. Somebody said, my little brother let his friend drive my dad's brand new truck. The kid totaled it. I brought it up on a dare last Thanksgiving, and my dad flipped the table over and stormed out.
Yeah, a flipping of the table really ruins the mood.
Was the food on it when he flipped it? Because that's devastating.
Yeah, probably. Some of it, yeah.
That's terrible.
4 years ago at Thanksgiving, my brother beat me unconscious. I've had corrective surgery and rehab. My family now acts like, never happened. I don't want to bring that one up. Wow. Somebody else said, we don't talk about my brother, who is now my sister. That apparently will get the fighting going around the Thanksgiving table. Somebody said, we can't talk about the time my sister-in-law killed the family dog on Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
That is not a memory that is brought up in our household.
I mean, how do you do that thing where everyone's around the table? What are you thankful for? I think you have to cancel that, right?
Some families probably do for that reason. We don't need anybody talking.
No open mics.
Yeah, we're just going to eat in silence.
Let one of the kids say the prayer and then just start eating.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, some interesting stuff there. What is the topic that would ruin Thanksgiving? Let me see. Religion, yes, another one.
Really? That would not. I think that sparked conversation.
Well, here's the issue. My husband converted to Christianity from Judaism, and his entire family is Jewish. And so bringing that up at
He turned
Thanksgiving.
his back on the chosen people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to appreciate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The topic that would ruin Thanksgiving for us, somebody texted in, when I called the cops on my brother who was still living in my parents' house because he was walking around with what turned out to be a fake gun. They ended up sending the SWAT team who surrounded the house, pointed a rifle at my brother, and yelled at my mom to get behind them.
Oh, my gosh.
We don't bring that one up.
If everything was okay, you don't bring that up?
He's walking around with a fake gun. I mean, what is going on there?
Yeah. So that's just one of the topics that somebody else texted in. All right, anything else you want to add to the list? 877-979-9763. You can here at the KVJ Show.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing.
Fun stuff going on here today. This actually was sent to us on one of those neighborhood little pages that you got.
Love those neighborhood.
They're very exciting, aren't they?
Oh, it's a new frontier. All these people that don't know any better are putting up all kind of stuff on social media they shouldn't. It's great.
Well, then what's happening is, they're putting it up there, and I don't know what it is. I guess they think there's some kind of anonymity.
There's not.
And there's not at all. And then they're now writing bad stuff about their neighbors inside their house. Then when they go outside of it, then they start actually fist fighting in the streets. It's a fantastic concept.
Welcome to social media, guys.
It's brilliant. I fully love it. And here's one we got that was sent to us from right here in South Florida. Problem about burning ordnance and things like that people are starting to do now that the temperature is dipping here in South Florida. Naomi did the post. Jaybird, I'll let you play the role of Naomi here today.
That might be too big, Kev.
Yeah.
You think bad casting?
Could I do a man's voice? I want to try something new.
Okay, then I'm going to have you play the role of Ben.
Love it.
Okay, you'll be Ben, I'll be Naomi. We'll just switch that one up and make that easy. Virginia, you'll play the role of Amy, and Denny's, I got you as James.
All righty.
James. Pivotal role.
Yeah.
I think he's got one line.
I see what's happening.
That tells you the amount of trust Kevin has in your ability.
That's why I couldn't believe he was giving me the first Naomi. I mean, that's such a big
Too
paragraph.
big, yeah, too
With
big.
you, I think it's different. I think it's a setup to fail.
He didn't offer me Naomi.
Oh.
Poor Denny's. I'll have to do it. Next time, Denny's gets the premier role.
Oh, please don't.
Okay, here we go. This is what Naomi put up on this neighborhood page. I have no idea, but isn't it too windy to be burning things outside today? You may not think about it, but all ages, young, middle, and elderly age people are affected by smoke. Allergies, lung disease, respiratory issues, asthma. I opened my windows for fresh air, and within 15 minutes, my whole house smelled of smoke and heavily perfumed dryer sheets. You know, your laundry products are filled with harmful animal proteins. You should try Charlie's soap powders. All natural, no fake smells. Best thing I've learned in a very long time.
Here comes Ben. So, is this a complaint about the burning outside or a clever commercial for Charlie's soap?
Are you Bill Cosby?
He's working on some new voices.
Well, Ben, I guess you missed my point. Both detergents and smoke are a problem for people with breathing issues. I had both coming into my house from the outside.
Naomi, that's a lot of complaining in one post. Are you sure you don't want to take these issues one at a time?
Well, I'm just pointing out that these and other environmental factors are ruining people's lives.
It's not illegal to burn outside in the acreage.
I didn't say it was. I just said it affects people. Why can't you just bag your leaves and recycle them and everything else? Why do you have to mess with this stuff?
Now, do you actually have a health issue with Naomi?
I say, boy.
No, Ben. Again, I just don't want a health issue, and I don't like the smell.
Some neighborly advice then. Close your windows and delete this account. Hashtag done here.
All right, you went from Bill Cosby to a plantation owner.
To Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes. The end there.
Trying to have some fun over here.
Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. All right. Very nice. Well done, Denny's. You did a fantastic job today.
Woo, Denny's.
Fantastic job. Yes. And of course, around this time of year, there is so much drama that happens with social media. Somebody had sent this in. They said, I recently blocked my wife's cousin on Facebook because I was tired of her extreme liberal look at life.
Uh-oh.
She had made some ridiculous comments on my page, and I said to myself, you know what? That's it. Goodbye. When she noticed that I had blocked her, she totally freaked out. Hysterical. No one has ever blocked me before. And guess what? Now she's not coming for Thanksgiving, and everybody in the family is fighting because I blocked her on Facebook.
Yeah, you can't block.
You can't block family on Facebook.
They take it real personal.
When you do that, you send a massive sign that you are just blowing this up. The blocker is the aggressor.
Yes.
Just let it go.
It's family. You can't block blood.
Let it go, right?
Right. Who cares? Let people just spout whatever they want. It doesn't hurt me.
Yeah. Don't read it.
You're so enlightened, Vicious.
She is.
Man, you put on a space silver jacket on her, and she just knows it all, doesn't she?
You want to touch my jacket?
I do. I'd love to touch it.
Touch it? That's enough. Get off of there.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Got a round of little kid or drunk adult Thanksgiving edition here coming up in just a second. If you've got a dumb story, something dumb you did around Thanksgiving, either as a little kid or a drunk adult, let us know. We'll try to guess which you were in the story. If we get stumped, we hook you up with tickets to go check out Once, which is a great musical coming to the Kravis Center. 877-979-9763, 877-979-WRMF. And we got Alex that is on here from Palm Beach. Start us off here. Hello, Alex.
Hi, how are you guys?
We are doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Not too shabby.
Good. Okay. We are looking for a story here, little kid or drunk adult, Thanksgiving edition. What exactly happened in your story?
So it was Thanksgiving. We were making these cookies, frosted sugar cookie type of cookies, and I decided that I wanted all the frosting and none of the cookies. So I literally took all of the cookies, licked all the frosting off, and then put them back.
Oh.
Okay. Is that a little kid that did that, or was that a drunk adult that did that?
Did I understand that? Where she licked the frosting off the cookies and then put them back?
Yep.
Wow, that is such a...
It's a bold move.
I'm against that move. I had a family member that used to do that with Oreos. To eat the cream, then put the cookies back in the sleeve.
There's a lot of things you do. I had one of my kids was doing that with Doritos chips. They were licking the stuff off and putting the chips. And there's nothing worse than when you get a tortilla chip and you pop it in your mouth and your taste buds are expecting nacho cheese flavor and there's nothing. And it takes a second to figure it out and you're like going, well, that was weird. So you pop another one in your mouth.
It's a little damp.
Yeah, it's
and then
soft.
you're like, it's got a weird texture too. It's just more rubbery than usual. And then you start putting it together and realizing the kids have been sucking all the cheese off and throwing the chips back in the bag.
Gotta get your house in order, Alston.
Yeah,
I hear you.
that's
It's a
mess.
zoo. It's a zoo.
Get your house in order.
Lawless.
You know what? I kicked both of them out. I know who it was. They're now gone. Not welcome in the house just for that. Okay, what do you think? I'm going to say that Alex was a little kid. This is a little kid move, doing those kind of things, eating icing off a cookie and putting it back. Virginia, what's your guess?
I'm going to say drunk adult.
Really?
I think a little kid could do a couple cookies, but it takes the gumption of a drunk adult to do all the cookies.
It better be little kid. If you are an adult doing that, I mean, we got to throw you to cookie jail.
Okay, so the overall guess is for little kid. Alex, were you a little kid or a drunk adult when you did that?
Unfortunately, I was a drunk adult.
What?
I knew it. I smell my own
It
kind.
was right.
Did you get busted doing it? Never mind.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, did we lose her?
Alex? Yeah.
Hello, there you guys
Oh, there you
I
are.
lost you for a
Oh,
second.
yeah. What was your question, Jaybird?
Did you get busted doing it?
Oh, of course. Throw them all away.
Drunks aren't slick.
Yeah, now that you kind of, I guess I can see a drunk adult go, nah, I didn't feel good, but I don't want the carbs.
I don't want the car.
And thinking it's funny too, like the whole thing.
I'm hysterical.
Alex, you stumped us. Congratulations. You get some tickets to go to the newly refurbished Kravis Center to see Once, okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. I can't wait to go check out the Kravis Center. Have you driven by and seen it?
Yes, because my daughter's school is right there, so I see it a lot of times at pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's big. It's beautiful.
It's
yeah.
gorgeous. They did a lot to it.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, got another Alex here for a little kid or drunk adult Thanksgiving edition here from Coconut Creek. Hello, Alex.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, you're going to tell us a quick little story here, and then we got to guess, were you a little kid or a drunk adult when you did it? What did you do, Alex?
Okay, so I was getting my food, as you do on Thanksgiving, and I picked up a little jar and I poured what looked like a brown sauce on top of my mashed potatoes. So I took my plate to my table, and I went to eat it, and I realized it was sweet tea instead of gravy.
Sweet.
Oh, that's so gnarly.
Oh, man. I can see myself doing that sober or drunk.
Gosh. Okay. Little kid or drunk adult. Man, that is a tough one. Virginia, what do you think?
Gosh, that's tricky
That
because it could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm going to say little kid.
Jaybird?
This is so tough because I would totally do this right now. I'm going to go drunk adult.
Yeah, I'm leaning on that one too. I'm going to go drunk adult. So the majority vote here is that you were a drunk adult when you did that, Alex. What were you?
I was a little kid.
Yes.
Man, Virginia's good.
Yeah.
Two for two.
She is. Wow, very nice. Little kid, huh?
I can see you being confused as a
Yeah,
kid.
that's true.
And I've been bummed out that you got tea on your
I poured tea on my potatoes.
Alex, we're going to send...
Brown liquids on the table.
Yes. We're going to send you to the Kravis Center too, okay, Alex?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Well played. All right, boy, we're just blowing out all of our once tickets here. Okay, we got Carrie here from West Palm Beach. Little kid or drunk adult Thanksgiving edition. Hello, Carrie.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. All right, we're going to try to guess here. Tell us your little Thanksgiving story. We'll guess if you're a little kid or a drunk adult.
Okay. Well, we were waiting for Thanksgiving dinner to be done, so everybody is out back and playing football and badminton and everything, but I couldn't play because I wore a dress that day. So I decided on a dare to climb a old telephone pole that was up against another building, and it was kind of long. So I made it to the top, and I was boasting that I did it, and proceeded to slide down on my belly with the pole between my legs and got a lot of splinters where they
Oh,
Gosh.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Is
It's
real
such a
tough.
bold move, though.
Yeah, that seems like a little kid type of activity.
I was going to go drunk.
You were going to go drunk on
Yeah,
that?
because
He's done it.
Yeah, you think you're invincible sometimes.
Okay, you decide, Virginia. What do you think? You're the tiebreaker here. We got one little kid, one drunk adult guess. What do you think Carrie was here?
I'm going little kid.
Little kid. Okay, so majority vote is for little kid. Were you a little kid or a drunk adult, Carrie?
I was a little kid.
Oh, very nice. All right.
For three.
Virginia's amazing. Jaybird's terrible, I think is what we figured out of this game.
Just in everything.
Yeah, very nice. And we got a nice little parting gift for you, too, Carrie, just for calling us up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You
All
too.
right. You do the same. Boy, some really good ones here today. Nice little Thanksgiving
Great
edition.
contestants.
Yeah, absolutely. Some good stuff. Somebody texted in, he said, hey, I just had a quick question because this is turning into a fight here with my family. Is there anybody that is doing a seating assignment for their Thanksgiving dinner, and is it necessary?
I've done that before. Yes. Whenever you have more than, 8 people, and you don't want certain people sitting by other people, or you want to sit by certain people, absolutely you can do place cards.
You're so bummed out, though, if you're the single person and you're not sitting by the other single people that you're attracted to. If you're in the middle of Aunt Lou and
if you've
Uncle
got
Tom.
If you've got a creepy uncle that you want to keep away from the hot young girls in your family, absolutely. You can make a seating chart for any amount of guests.
Not all uncles are creepy, though. Just 90% of them.
Well, let's say, for instance, you have a great conversation going with somebody, and you're talking, blah, blah, blah. Hey, it's time to eat, everybody. And you would naturally gravitate to sit next to that person to continue the great conversation that you're having, and somebody scolds you and says, no, you're not sitting there. You need to sit all the way over here. And you're like, well, I can't sit where I want.
That's why you do place cards. And so the place cards speak for you. Now, if somebody moves their place card and they move their seating, I don't think a good hostess should say anything. I think you should let people move them if they move them, but you make it clear where you want people to sit with the place card.
Thanksgiving place cards, they're stupid. It's dumb.
I actually have place card holders. I have the whole thing.
You can't
the set.
Doing all assigned seating for Thanksgiving. What is this, class? That sounds like some Tequesta.
So you're a yes on assigned seating for Thanksgiving. Jaybird's a definite no.
It's annoying. You're trying to run everything. You're trying to rule everything. Let people just be.
Because if people don't like each other, they're naturally not going to sit next to each other anyway, right? I mean, can we not have the freedom of choice?
Sure, but a lot of times you want to sit a parent next to their child, maybe, or you want to sit yourself next to your spouse, maybe. Like, there's a lot of extenuating circumstances that go into who sits where. And by doing the place cards, you ensure, as the hostess, it's done your way.
I doubled down on place cards are actually really stupid.
Really stupid.
Just so annoying.
I like them.
I mean, Tequesta, though.
Okay.
That's such a Tequesta thing.
All right. I didn't know that. We'll put that up. Quick little poll. What do you think about assigned seating for Thanksgiving? Because somebody wants to know what the audience thinks.
You should have assigned seating, and you should also have a little treat on each plate.
Assigned seating? Man, I do not. I'm not coming to Thanksgiving with you. I don't like the way you do it.
You're not. You're going to be flying.
Oh, that's right. I'm not going to be in town.
You're not going to be here.
I can't fight with her. She's helping me book my flight.
Okay. All right. We'll ask the question on Twitter. Danny's to put it up on our website, too, kvjshow.com, and also Facebook if you want to go see it. Coming up.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Oh, yeah. I really can't decide which place is more entertaining, Walmart or Popeye's Chicken.
It's a toss-up. Any given Sunday, Kev.
I've done a lot of work at Walmart. It's pretty entertaining.
Okay, you would say that, I mean, there's just so many stories going on here about, the Popeyes and the fights that are going on, not only just with the patrons, but, also with the workers inside. But this is actually a story about Walmart right here in Florida, Newport Richey. They had to temporarily evacuate the Walmart after somebody was climbing into the ceiling.
Okay, that's a weird move.
Wow, okay.
Any explanation?
Yeah, apparently it was a drunk person.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, maybe they were on Flocka or meth or heroin. I just take your pick, Virginia. They don't really know. They're just on something. They actually had to use a taser to get the person out of the crawl space in the ceiling.
Boy, that's intense.
Yeah, I guess I could see why you might want to go on ahead and just be like, okay, let's just shut this place down. There was a guy in Ohio that punched his brother on Sunday for not giving him money to pursue his dream to audition for America's Got Talent.
That's on you. If that's your dream, you gotta budget and pay for your dream.
Yes, no word on what his talent was, but if his talent is punching your brother in the face, he's very good. So congratulations on that. I guess he's not going to be going, be my guess. They say, yay, science. Apparently the first male birth control is almost ready. And the application might be a little bit of a speed bump for a lot of people.
I mean, what took them so long?
You think honestly, do you want to trust a guy with the birth control, Virginia?
True.
That one is probably a flaw. The other part that is a flaw with this is you take this via syringe to your junk.
Oh.
Oof, that's a tough one.
Are you taking birth control?
No. Most guys are going to say no.
I'll just block on that. I'll just keep it closed up.
Yeah, I don't need sex. And finally, this is some great news in toilet technology. Researchers at Penn State University have created a new slippery spray that could dramatically reduce the amount of water needed for a flush. Now, the basic idea is you coat the inside of the toilet bowl with the stuff, and solid waste will not stick to it.
Interesting.
Therefore, far less water is going to be needed to keep the bowl clean. They say this spray is more slippery than Teflon.
Huh.
Yeah.
So non-stick bowl, cleaner bowl. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Try it on your silvery sleds as you go down in the snow this year. They say the toilet would have to be resprayed about every 50 flushes or so.
Okay.
And there's no word on the cost or when the spray might be available for commercial use. But this could be a new thing, and I can't wait to hear the commercial that comes out with it.
Does everybody in your family leave marks?
Yes.
Not everybody, but some.
Well, Denny's has got kind of like a whacked out news story for us. Somebody who got arrested at work yesterday in the whacked out news. We were talking about that. That happened at the Palm Beach County Board of Elections.
Yes, that dude got arrested for kiddie porn.
Yes, there was some cops that showed up. And they were going to confiscate his phone in a child pornography investigation. He shoved one of them and boom, got arrested.
I mean, how do you look more guilty?
Yeah.
The cops want to see your phone, and now you fight the cops. I mean, now we really want to see your phone.
You're not seeing this.
Yeah. So coming up here in a second, we're here from Denny's, and we're going to get your stories too. Who has been arrested at work? And for what? Was it you or did you see it done? 877-979-9763. You can let us know at the KVJ Show.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Okay, you ever seen somebody get arrested at your work? If you work for the Palm Beach County Board of Elections, you actually saw this happen the other day. A couple cops came in to question a guy that worked there about a possible child pornography problem, and when the cops showed up and tried to take his phone, he shoved the cops, and right away they arrested that dude.
Never gonna go good for you if you think shoving the cops is your good move.
Yeah.
Like, really, dude?
Yeah.
You deserve to be locked up, you dummy.
Yeah, not going to get you out of that. Denny's apparently has got a story here, too. You know a guy that got arrested at his job?
Yeah, one of my friends from Colorado, I just found out about it. He got arrested for stealing from a deli. And he actually has a pretty normal job. He works at a chiropractic
What did he do?
practice.
He went in the deli and took something?
So I guess, you know how they go for lunch and stuff? He would go down there and steal things while he was, they were going there for lunch. He was stealing from this
Like
deli.
chips?
Well, they caught him on camera, and he's
You
a
can't
regular.
steal a sub. It's behind the counter. You would have to steal, like, the cookies or the chips.
You could also steal meats and cheeses that are on the side. I know a lot of places that will have the deli there, and then on the side, all the meats in a package.
So
They're not refrigerated?
Yeah, they'll be on the side
it's like the
refrigerated.
open refrigerator.
Like
when
in
you-
Publix. You know, they have it at Publix.
Well, he was stealing all sorts of items. I guess they caught him on camera, and he was a regular, so it was kind of weird. But they came to his work and arrested him. It was pretty embarrassing.
What a dummy.
Yeah,
What
I
a
know,
dummy.
right? I heard about that. I was laughing.
How good of friends are you with this clown?
He was. I mean, he ran in the same circle.
Here we go.
You need a new circle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in Colorado.
Well,
he
this
doesn't
is-
even see it.
Yeah, I
anymore.
haven't seen him in years. I heard it through the grapevine. I
You're
thought it was
better than
hilarious.
this guy, Dennis. I don't want you hanging out with him.
He
funny.
doesn't.
Funny enough, when I was working at Blockbuster way long ago in high school, one of the managers, they had a team come in of police officers, all dressed kind of like SWAT-ish, and they
Oh my
came in and
gosh.
arrested him. It was a big scene. They handcuffed him. They walked him out. The news was there. It was a whole thing.
What the hell did he do?
Well, so I thought it was because I was selling weed out of Blockbuster. I thought they were coming for me. And I was really relieved when they arrested our manager. I was debating about leaving.
Yeah.
Well, so he had been embezzling money from the company. So his best friend,
dang.
his best friend opened the Blockbuster there, and then hired him because he was friends with him. Hired him as his like assistant manager. But for about 6 years straight, he was stealing money from the company.
Oh
He's
my
the one that
gosh.
Nobody knew about it. He had a bunch of credit card debt that he was trying to clear.
The cops didn't care about you selling weed. They cared more
Hell
about the
no.
embezzling.
They came in because they've been building a case against this guy.
Is your guy?
I think he went to jail for like 10 plus years for that.
Wow.
Embezzlement.
Embezzlement's no joke.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how these people think they can get away with it. You know, eventually you're going to get caught. You can't steal for 7 years and nobody notice.
Yeah, it was weird because we knew him really well. He was our assistant manager, and he was best friends with the guy who actually owned the business, owned
Damn.
that Blockbuster.
Oh,
So
no
he
way.
stole from his best friend.
Stole from his friends and everything.
That's what brought Blockbuster down.
It didn't help.
All their embezzling employees.
That's what happens in the movie Wall Street. Charlie Sheen gets arrested in his office, and he's this big wig, and everyone's, looking up to him, and then He's crying in the handcuffs. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Way to ruin it.
Charlie Sheen does get caught. I'm sorry.
Somebody just texted in too, said, I work for county government. My coworker got arrested for child porn. He was our IT guy.
Oh, boy.
At work.
That's tough.
Dang. How about that?
You never know.
Yeah.
Honestly, you look around, you think you know your coworkers. You don't.
You don't.
I haven't seen anybody get arrested here at work, but I did see one vicious V get served, just like in the movies. Are you Virginia Sinicki?
I've been served a couple of times.
Yes, I am. You've been served. I saw it. It was weird to see it go down like that.
You want to fight the server, but you're like, nah, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I was just so shocked it happened in front of me.
A lot of feelings can be bruised during the holiday season, so people are trying to figure out some of the etiquette things here. Somebody's having a little debate about using assigned seating for the Thanksgiving dinner. And some people are saying, yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, we have to do it because we know if we sit these people anywhere close to each other, a fight is going to erupt and ruin the entire dinner for everybody.
And sometimes it's just better. You know these people. If you're opening up your home, you probably know each and every one of them intimately. And you know who would be good next to who.
You tell my family where to sit, there's going to be a turkey thrown at you.
Put a little treat on each plate and say that treat is individualized and personalized for that person. And that's how you trick them into sitting there.
Okay.
I think it's so dumb. I think it's so dumb.
I love it. I think it gives the hostess control, and I'm all about hostess control. You're hosting the party. You should have control.
Okay. So Virginia's all about it.
Don't you dare tell me where to sit.
Sit and spin.
I will tell you right now, a majority of people, at least on Twitter, 71% say that they are not in favor of having assigned seating during Thanksgiving dinner. One of the comments that somebody texted in said, no place cards. Make it fun. Put a number in a bag and each person draw a number. Place numbers on the table for location. That's from Nadine in Port St. Lucie, who thinks that that's how you should handle it.
I notice a lot of our great ideas come from the Pizzle area.
Yeah, but they're just full of it. They've got a lot of good stuff to say. So that right now, it's if you do the place cards, a lot of people will find it annoying.
I'm not really mad about place cards. I do think it's dumb. I think you're overthinking everything. Just go with it. It's one day. Let people sit. They'll figure it out. People aren't that dumb. They can figure out where to sit.
Let the hostess control her own house. I say do them.
Okay.
All right. Gosh, you're running it like a precinct. I hate it.
Facebook's about the same. 75% of people say no, don't do it. Just,
There's 1 in 4 is always annoying. There's always that 25% annoying.
Listen to this, about the place card issue. One year I hosted 19 people. It was the first time I hosted my husband's family, and I spent hours setting a beautiful table with centerpieces, coordinated place settings, and place cards. I also spent hundreds of dollars on food and drinks. Well, my husband's entire family hated how organized it was and was very rude to me during the entire 2-day holiday events that we had. They continue to bash me afterwards, too. And to this day, before they come over, they make a point of telling me not to make things, quote unquote, too fancy. Well, this annoyed me as I was just trying to be a nice hostess, and they never said one positive thing about it.
You know what? If that happens next year, none of them are invited. You do
The
your
entire family?
You know, that's a good move, Virginia.
Okay, so
No.
don't invite
Set a
your
rule with the
family
family.
at all.
You opened up your house and all they have to do is complain because you made it too nice? No, sorry. We're going to be Thanksgiving alone next year.
Good. We don't
So-
want to go over your organized place. It's too stuffy like a museum, damn it.
So you are saying that only my family from now on. And not
If you
yours.
don't like the way the hostess does it, don't go. The worst thing you can do is go to somebody's house when they are putting all that out for you and then complain about it. You are a nasty guest.
It's all about your perspective. Look, I came from a big family. We were very unorganized, and that's what I know. That's what feels right to me. If you come from a stuffy-ass family where everything's organized and you can't sit on the couch because mom's got plastic over it and you can't touch the knickknacks because it's a museum, I get your perspective. You probably love this crap.
Now, I was looking at this list, and it's the 30 things the perfect host will do. No pressure. Only 30? Thanks.
okay,
And
30.
one of the things on the list sits the right people next to each other to create good conversation. They say is one of the traits of the perfect Thanksgiving Day host.
I agree.
Where is this? What article is this? Is it annoying?
From Tequesta.com.
Annoyingsites.net.
Yeah, it was a study of 2,000 adults that had come out from etiquette expert Joe Bryant.
I love it already.
They sound so annoying. Let me guess.
I love it.
You can't eat your dinner roll with your elbows on the table. Get the hell out of my house. You can totally put your elbows on the table.
You're an animal.
Some of the other things the perfect host does, diffuses any awkwardness or questionable things said by guests.
Oh, no, we try to spice it up.
So you've got to monitor the conversations going on
Yes.
with your family. And if you hear something that's getting a little testy, it's your job as the host to step in and defuse the awkwardness.
Absolutely.
Who are these people that write these articles? Seriously, who are these
That's
people?
just being a good hostess. You should want everybody to have a nice time. And if you see someone going down the path of starting drama, you should absolutely try to nip it in the bud so that it does not disrupt the entire party.
Question: what if the host is the one starting the drama? In Virginia. What if the host has a
Great question, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go her way.
My house, my drama.
Yeah.
Wow. They say the perfect host, too, doesn't make a fuss if anything gets broken or spilled.
Never. You can't.
You cannot get annoyed if someone spills something.
That's life, and it was not done on purpose.
You make sure that your guests don't have to wait too long before the food is served.
That's true.
You have options for all dietary requirements.
I mean, it
That's
sounds
also true.
sounds like you're running a 5-star restaurant over here. You know what? Go do Thanksgiving somewhere else.
You are running for the
Oh,
day.
my
You are a
goodness.
pop-up
This
restaurant.
is insane.
It is.
This
Kevin,
is insane.
Then you shouldn't host.
Oh, gee.
You can't host if you don't have
Gosh.
guests that are annoying.
Wow. It says other things that the perfect host will do here. You top off guests' drinks before they even need to ask.
All the time.
Get out of here with this.
You have to.
Okay. This is realistic. Okay, the perfect host can guess everyone's drink without asking. That's stupid.
It's
come on.
You've come in with some dumb lists,
You
Ralston.
can guess everyone's drink without asking, and if you can't, you're not the perfect host.
If they're your good friends and family, you should know
All right.
already what half of them drink.
Hello, Virginia. I'm so parched. I just was eating some turkey. Could you get me a drink? You know what I'm drinking these days.
Who are you?
I'm Jason Pizza Pennington.
You want a triple vodka with squirt and...
I haven't been drinking vodka for 3 years. I'm a whiskey man these days.
Okay.
You did get it right with the squirt, but you don't know me.
What are you giving me to drink, Virginia? I'm over for Thanksgiving.
You these days are going to be having vodka on the rocks with a splash of no flavor LaCroix.
Kevin, over at my Thanksgiving.
Okay, all right, she's good.
Hold on.
Okay.
Over at my place.
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to get you specific
Yeah.
Tito's vodka, and
Yes,
all
okay.
of my servings
Yes.
and fixings have 0 sugar, 0 carbs. You can stay on the keto diet.
Wow.
I'm
okay.
not doing the Tito's because Tito's is not the best keto vodka. Kate Hudson actually just put out a brand new gluten-free vodka. That's what I'm going to give you.
Baby,
Oh, really?
Kate Hudson's
Oh,
new
wow.
vodka is amazing.
Okay, now
I
you're
got-
starting to win me over, Virginia.
I got a
didn't
jug
know.
of Tito's, big old jug, and I got Denny's weed sack. It's Thanksgiving, dude.
Just like Santa?
Just have a
You're going to
day.
get Kevin high. He's going to eat everything on the table.
Blow, blow, blow. Yes, there he is. Weed Santa. And, of course, on this list of the 30 things that the perfect host must do for Thanksgiving, personalizes name settings.
I love that.
So there you go. If you're
So good.
listening to the etiquette expert.
Hoffman's Chocolate makes little chocolate turkeys. I'm putting those at each place setting this year. They're foil wrapped. They're so beautiful.
Reese's does a great egg. It looks great. It's delicious.
Yes.
We do Thanksgiving a little different in Lake Park than
You don't
Tequesta.
live in Lake Park.
In my heart.
In my heart. It's been like 30 years, hasn't it?
It's been more than that. I moved when I was 11.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
Some people were hitting us up about people who got arrested at their work. Somebody said, I saw an Italian mobster get arrested by the FBI at my work. Ooh, that'd be kind of scary.
Did he
Imagine
say,
that.
as he was getting arrested, he said, forget about it?
He did. Yes, he did. Absolutely. That's what you have to say that.
I think all Italian gangsters say that.
Yes, that is a part of the code of what you have to do. And Shauna, she had texted into us too. She said, are you guys familiar with the dude who got arrested for having a hidden camera in one of the staff bathrooms at St. Mary's? I'm a nurse there, just found out about it. Pretty horrifying. Apparently there was over 1 million pictures and videos found on his phone when they arrested him.
Our St. Mary's?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, hell no.
We could be on that because
You've pooped a lot at St. Mary's.
All the time.
it's my favorite place to go.
I'll be right back, guys. You want to St. Mary's, take a big old damn.
I'll hold it just to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So it does happen. Well, that's a fun way to break up the workday, though, huh?
Wow. No, I mean, if someone gets arrested at work, you're so pumped because it does. That's what everyone's talking about. You can't get work done if that's going down.
No.
Yeah, it is going to be very distracting. It is. It's kind of like a free pass, isn't it?
Who here at our office you think would be arrested first?
I do think it's part of our show. I really do. I think it's affiliated with our show, man. Between you and Denny's and
I know
me,
Denny's is most worried about.
I'm not worried about Denny's. I'm worried about my other co-worker. She's going to bring us all down, Kev.
Bring everybody down, huh?
Yeah, blood in, blood out, though. We all have to go.
We all have to go?
Oh, yeah.
That is blood in, blood out.
When I stab somebody, you're going to be on trial with me.
You know when Virginia doesn't like somebody and then she comes into the studio and go, Kevin, we now hate this person collectively? That's kind of how it works.
If I hate them, you have to hate them.
That's a true fact, y'all. She gets mad if you don't.
Well, they got Time Magazine coming out with their lists for the best things like movies, TV. They've done music, too. In fact, they did like a top 10 list. A lot of the stuff I don't even recognize of the songs. They had Rolling in the Deep by Adele, All Too Well by Taylor Swift, which I don't know all too well.
Isn't it all too well? Isn't it all too well?
Okay.
I think I'm doing Bad Blood.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good song from the way you're singing it.
No.
Ain't It Fun by Paramore.
That's a good one. That's fun.
Yeah, Ain't It Fun?
It is fun.
That was an RMF hit back in, I believe, 2017.
That would be over 10 years ago. These are the best songs of the decade.
2017, I said.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Drunk on a Plane, Dierks Bentley is what they said, one of the 10 best songs of the last decade.
Virginia's wincing.
And
I don't know about dirt.
Yeah, how does that go? You're the country guy. Not that we don't like country.
yeah, it's a fun song. It is. I'm getting drunk on a plane. I don't know
And
words
the
to any song,
pilot
but
is smashed.
it's a fun song, yeah. Dierks Bentley's good. And Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Yeah.
I'm kind of over that.
I
The
am too.
best. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, that's what Time is saying is the best songs of the last decade.
It was fun, but I'm good.
I never had that much fun with it.
Didn't like it at all, huh?
Wasn't fun
No,
for me.
terrible.
Don't speak for me.
Billboard magazine has come out with their list now of the greatest albums of the decade. And number one album, of course, he would agree with them, is by Kanye West. From 2010, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, they say is the greatest album of the last decade.
What
the
songs
2010s.
are on that?
What a bunch of crap this list is.
You're not buying
No.
Billboard magazine and their list.
I mean, I do like some earlier Kanye. I don't like New Jesus Kanye. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling it. But I think some of his earlier Kanye work was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When I play Monster, something happens to me. I feel like I could lift a mountain.
Monster is unbelievable.
It's such a
Well, it's
jam.
on that album, Virginia.
Okay.
So is All of the Lights. So is Power.
Okay.
That is on there.
I am not hating this as a suggestion.
Runaway was on there.
Runaway is great too.
Yeah. So that's 4 really solid songs, and that's what they're saying is the best album of the last decade. You were just poo-pooing on that.
Yeah, I was.
I
you
was
were.
not.
Okay.
I fully support that.
But Virginia's
Okay.
wearing some kind of space-looking Kanye jacket today.
It looks very easy.
It does.
It's Yeezy look without the Yeezy price. Sunday State style.
Beyonce had a really good decade. They've got her at the second best album with Lemonade from 2016. And they also put her at number 11 with Beyonce from 2013.
Now, is this commercial success or is this?
I think this is a staff write-up, so it doesn't have the same credibility to me as if they were doing it based on downloads, streams, numbers, all that kind of stuff. This is the people who they say, but we work at Billboard. We're smarter than you when it comes to music.
Look, the Weezer's White Album was amazing. That should be on that list. Is it?
I don't see Weezer on here now. I do see Taylor Swift with Red at number 4. I do see Casey Musgraves at number 6 is on there. Kendrick Lamar made the top 10. Rihanna's in there. Ariana Grande's. Thank you. Next is number 8.
All right. Okay, here we go. All right. What a bogus list.
Adele's at number 10 with 21 from 2011. They say the best album of the last decade. Katy Perry's Teenage Dream from 2010 made it. Cardi B is in there. Drake, number 16, Take Care. Taylor Swift again at 1989. And Lady Gaga is in there. And then they put Jay-Z and Kanye West at number 24 with Watch the Throne. So Kanye's in there twice in the top 25.
It's very pop heavy.
It's not.
It's
not right representation.
But I mean, it's Billboard's. They can put out whatever they want. It's their choice.
They can, and
their opinion.
The bird can give it back.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. They just announced the nominees for the 62nd annual Grammy Awards that just came out this morning. The big categories like Album of the Year, you've got artists like Ariana Grande from Boca. I think she got a ton of nominations.
Good for her.
She did really well. Billie Eilish, she's up there. Lana Del Rey got a nomination. Lil Nas X. Lizzo, your girl, got a nomination.
Nice.
For Album of the Year. Vampire Weekend and Bon Iver. All up there.
Bon Iver's still kicking around, huh?
They are, yeah.
There's always that one group that you don't hear anything of, but they're always in the awards. They're always nominated for stuff.
They always are, yeah. And there's so much hype around Iron and Wine, I think, was one of their albums. And I listened to it, and it was terrible.
Okay.
Couldn't stand it.
Its name Iron Wine? I thought
maybe there is a group Iron and Wine.
I think there's a group called Iron Wine because people have had.
I think I don't like them too.
I don't think. I think I've tried to like them. I've tried. It's one of
yes,
those
I think you're right. I think it's separate. I think it was on the same day I listened to Bon Iver and Iron and Wine. I'm like, oh, they're both terrible.
I love wine. I don't know about iron.
Yeah, no, iron does not go well with your wine, Virginia.
Okay.
For Record of the Year, this is kind of like more of the song stuff. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish is nominated for a Grammy Award. 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. Talk by Khalid. Old Town Road, Lil Nas X. Gosh, he got a lot of nominations. Truth Hurts by Lizzo and Sunflower from Virginia's favorite Post Malone.
I love that Post Malone song.
Grammy nomination.
I bet Post Malone wins it.
I mean, any of those are great.
No, that's not true. There's a couple in there that should not be in there.
I disagree.
For what's the category? The best?
That was Record of the Year. Yeah.
Are you going on numbers on that? Or is that just...
No, the Grammy just goes on. They have the Academy.
They vote.
Yes.
All the Grammy voters.
It's crap.
Okay. And Best New Artist. Some of the nominees include Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X, again, and Lizzo. Up there for Best New Artist for Grammy.
I would give it to Lizzo.
For stealing the beat or changing the lyrics to make... Tell me.
Best New Artist.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, if you want to sit with your friends and fight the entire night and watch the Grammy Awards.
I mean, we're going to have a slugfest. We should definitely watch the Grammys together.
That'd be a lot of fun, have you two together in the same room arguing about each award.
And loser gets hit by the winner.
The Slammies.
Yeah, the Slammies.
January 26th. You can watch it all go down on CBS.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
The Grammy Award nominations just came out this morning, and one of the things I thought was kind of surprising is Lil Nas X. I see at least 4 Grammy nominations for Lil Nas X, and it's all because of Old Town Road, the song you did with Billy Ray Cyrus.
It was huge.
Yeah. Pretty big stuff. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, Best New Artist, Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Best Pop Duo Group Performance that I see for him. So that's not too bad.
Not playing around.
Not playing
but,
around.
I mean, literally, it feels like it could be a one-hit wonder.
Well, hey, who cares?
True.
I mean, who cares? I mean, you've got 4 Grammy nominations. Who knows if he's going to win any of them? I guess, you can be nominated, not win any. So there you go. And somebody's saying, yeah, if you look at the views on Old Town Road, it's got about 388 million views.
Wow.
388 million views.
Massive.
That is unbelievable. And oddly enough, I was looking on the list, and it doesn't even look like it's one of the most viewed music videos of the year.
Yeah, it's weird too. Some older videos are now becoming. Bands are putting them up, and they're getting this campaign behind these bands.
Yeah.
And they're becoming viral. Old
Was it Welcome to the Jungle, I think?
It was. Yeah. The first one from, I think, the 80s that went to 1 billion views.
Yes. I have this list, if you want to take it here, Jay, of the most viewed music videos of the year. I don't know if you have your prep on you, but it's on there under the music category.
I will not look at the answers. You can quiz me.
Well, I'll have you announce it if you'd like. If you want to tell us some of the most viewed. It's kind of interesting, actually, looking at this list, because I was checking on this when I saw that about Old Town Road. And I'm like, okay, I don't see it like in the top 10. And that's kind of crazy.
Virginia Stahl.
Yeah.
Trying to find this list.
It's still under music there.
Oh, boom. Okay, coming in at number 10. You want all of them?
You can just give me what's the first few that are number 1? I want to see if we've heard these.
Well, we've got To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, 2016.
Is that the most viewed music videos of the year?
Oh, I'm the wrong list.
That's not right.
Don't yell at me, Virginia. Okay, we also have...
Are you even listening to Kevin?
No.
I mean, show some respect.
Definitely not.
The man's a broadcasting legend.
He is. That's why we're not going to win that Marconi. We're going to get the macaroni.
Yes, which is a lot more delicious and goes better with cheese.
Coming at number 9, Virginia, you're going to love it. 7 Rings by Ariana Grande.
I do love it.
Heard of that. That's a good one.
At number 8, Bad Guy, Billie Eilish.
That's a huge song, and she's got a bunch of Grammys, including Best New Artist this year. I get it.
Number 7's not on the list, so we'll skip it. Number 6 is Senorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Okay.
Number 5, No Me Kanochi. No Me Kanoki. No Me Kanoshk. No Me Kanosi.
Okay.
No more talking.
No, me.
It's the remix. It's called Does It Know Me? And the English tongue, Jay Hay, Cortez J, Belvin, Bad Bunny.
Okay, that's good.
Rolled right off the tongue.
Yeah.
Coming in. Yes.
That's number 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, what are the top 4 then?
Number 4, China.
Okay.
Not the country, the song.
Okay.
Or the band. Yeah, are they a band?
No, it's a song.
It's the song.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me.
It's a music
Come
video.
on. When they were announcing, earlier today, Virginia, they didn't have somebody heckling them when they were trying to give out the Grammy awards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not all of us do 9 dirts of the day during the show and wear space jackets to work.
Alicia Keys wasn't out there getting heckled this morning when she was doing it.
Well, she didn't trip on her tongue.
I'm over here working.
Okay. Number 3, most viewed music video of the year on YouTube?
Secreto. Secreto.
Yep.
Secreto. I don't know. Annual AA.
Yep.
Double A. I don't know. How do you say it, Virginia? You know it.
Secreto.
Secreto. And then number 2, Con Ultra. And then number 3, Con Calamama.
Call your mama.
Call mama.
What is it? Call your mama?
Con Calama.
What?
What?
I don't like the. So this is what you're. I noticed at the end of the show you like to set me up to really fall apart, my man.
I'm going to give him this list.
Yeah.
It's mostly in Spanish.
Oh, it's Spanish. It's on page 89. I mean, what are we doing here?
Well, we like to wrap up the show here with some positivity and just, send you off with a positive vibe. That's kind of what we're all about here. Jaybir's got a thought coming up here in just a second. There was a interesting story today that was going on here about a woman rescuing a koala in the Australian fires that, half the world is on fire right now, Virginia.
I know.
And there's a woman that went in. We found out yesterday on Denny's or Animal that this is what a koala sounds like. Wow. Listen to
My word.
Wow.
That is next level scary.
That sounds like the demon in my closet.
Yeah.
You don't expect that
Could
from
you
a
imagine
cute
if
koala.
a koala got in your room and you wake up to that?
Oh, koalas can kill you 9 different ways.
They
my
can't. I
friend.
hear they do have crazy sharp claws.
They look cute,
Yeah.
but they are not that nice.
Yeah, they will spring and they always go for your face and eyes.
They do.
Yeah. Here she is. I hope this woman made it out with her face and eyes.
Can you get water out of my car?
That's a koala, too? Or is that Denny's?
That sounds like Denny.
I think that's Denny's. Are we playing Denny's or Animal?
You want to put him in the blanket and bring him out of the hot stuff?
Oh, that's definitely Denny's. I'm saying that's Denny's, right?
Honestly, is it weird that I think Denny's is a better koala than a koala?
I think he does. Yeah. I swear, I think that was weird.
That does sound like Denny's when his feet are tickled.
Denny's, get in here real quick. I think he's doctoring the audio now.
Let me tickle your feet.
Yeah. I think that's.
So what is the koala? Is it that sweet sounding one or the ogre?
Yeah.
Well, so I did the one I pulled was a koala in heat. It was a male koala trying to attract a mate.
He always keeps it sexy.
That sounds like a little kid koala.
Is it a baby koala that's
younger.
in an Australian fire?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Aww, that one sounds adorable.
That does. It hurts my heart that they were scared.
Can you make that noise, Denny's?
Woo, 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 woo. I mean, that's that kind of sounds.
Keep going.
Oh, and he's doing the sound of fire
Yeah,
too.
trying to escape.
Yeah, okay, that'd be a good one for next
pretty
week.
Gosh, I'm
legit.
trying to close my eyes. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I just check out. When I heard that, I thought that might have been you.
He's always done really good stuff with koalas, though. He's always knowing about koala bears.
It's in his strike zones like Virginia with dolphins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. After the show, podcast going to be coming up here. You can watch it live on YouTube in just about 15 minutes from now. Before we get to that, Jaybird, if you would wrap today's show with some positivity here.
Sometimes in life, you have to play the role of a fool to fool the fool who thinks they are fooling you.
Wait, what?
Very good fact, Bird.
Wait, one more time.
Wait, can you read that again?
In Spanish.
Sometimes in life, you have to play the role of a fool to fool the fool who thinks they are fooling you. Yes. If it's confusing you, that means it's working and it's wise.
You're so deep yet so shallow.
All right, space jacket.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.